What's up to my 101 camp counselors and coaches, man? We've got something awesome happening. Yesterday was fantastic. I wish I could have been out in front more and get you guys a little bit more prepared and understanding what's going on. But you guys did a phenomenal job of adapting and just working with everything. So I wanted to go through what the lay of the land was for today and tomorrow and kind of go over where we're trying to work towards and what you guys should be up and ready for. Good to go? So here we go. All right, practice day 2. So when you're looking at this, you'll see things are kind of the same. We're going to start with the stretch, and then we're going to jump into doing things we did similar to yesterday. So basically, it's a review. We'll review and do the exact same things. We would hope that we would be able to get into them and do them a little faster than yesterday because they're kind of the same stuff over and over again. We'll need the same things, the half, circle bags, all 8 of those, and the 4 hand shields, and then those orange cones. And of course, let's keep those big tackling dummies down there in the back of the end zones so that way we can have them as accessible for later on during our conditioning. But the new thing will be double teams. And so we'll work double teams, right? And it don't have to be particular, but it's going to be nice and exciting for one of you guys to be there holding a hand shield and 2 kids coming together, getting hip to hip and pushing you guys. And then we'll move into the quarterback fundamentals. Again, the same stuff as yesterday, but we're going to now work on sprinting for a circle. So what happens is we'll have a guy here, the quarterback here, and the quarterback here, and then the counselors will be staying on either side of them. And these kids are going to basically set go, and they're going to go here, and as they get outside, we'll have cones set up, so they get outside and get their hips turned, and they'll throw to you as a counselor's stationary point. So we'll set cones up, we'll have someone snap the ball to them, like a center would, right? And you guys will do that. So you'll have your hand here, and then you'll have them, get underneath the edge, what they should, snap the ball, they'll roll out, right? And then they'll throw the ball, and then they'll just continue jogging in the back of the other line. So these kids continuously work in a circle, throwing on the run, that sprint out action, right? And then down here, same receiver drills we did before, but now we're going to incorporate a 5-yard out. So we'll put cones out there and have them all run 5 yards and out. Work on that cut. And then again, we'll eventually be able to just throw them a ball so they can work on catching the ball as they run a 5-yard out. We'll throw the ball to kind of control that. And then the running back drill, we'll just kind of do the exact same thing with them that we did yesterday. And then defense. Defense, again, review of what we did yesterday, but then we're going to add in with the defensive line. They're going to finish with a rip. We're really going to hone in on getting them good at finishing with that rip and push-pull-rip. And then we're going to have them stop at the heels. So rather than chasing someone back, we're going to stop the heels. And then we're going to point. And wherever we point, they're going to chase down that line. And they're going to end up tackling a bag. Everybody got that? So we'll tackle the bag it that way, okay? Then we'll do some linebacker stuff. And again, the same stuff we did yesterday. But today we'll actually have bags angled so they get downhill, staying square, getting their knees up. And then they'll forklift the bag coming out, right? Good stuff. Defensive back drill, same as yesterday, but then we're going to add in a pursuit drill. So we're going to do a small pursuit drills with the kids. I think that's exciting and a good thing to teach them as well. Then we'll go into our 4 downs to score, or 6 downs to score as we had to modify yesterday, then camp-wide conditioning. You guys and Mr. Valentin, Coach Valentin, did a great job setting up for camp-wide conditioning. We were ready to rock and roll. All right, you can see on there where we should be. Make sure we get those things taken care of. And make sure we're spread out, right? I don't want everybody tackling dummies. We need to be in the agility station so when they're running those cones, we can encourage those guys to do that and make sure that when they're leaving the long jump pit, that they get to us and they're running through those cones and weaving through. Good to go? Now, I want to real quick show you what we're working towards, and this will help you understand what we're doing on Friday. So this is what we're working towards. So let's go ahead and open this up real quick. All right. So this is what we're working towards. This is ISO right. So what's going to happen is on ISO right and left, What's going to happen is on Friday, we're going to work to get to this point. If you notice all the blue people are our campers. And there's 7 of them because there's 7 campers. All right, so we have the quarterback, we have the running back, we have the guard, we have the tackle, we have the receiver, and then we have 2 extras that we'll end up working in. And this is what we're working towards to the middle of tomorrow's practice, not today. The grays represent you guys. So again, we'll have someone in the center snapping a ball to the kids. So that way they get a handle and learn to snap. And then what's going to happen is that quarterback, just like we did yesterday, will just step open up, give the midline, and then the running back will run through, take the handoff and go, and he'll redirect based upon what X does, that linebacker. Meanwhile, the guard and tackle are driving right. We're over here driving left. The wide receiver is going to take an angle and stalk block the middle of the field. And so all you guys out there are going to coach those kids up as we're doing is to ensure that they do it the right way. And so that's going to be ISO right, ISO left. We should be able to run both those plays. The next one is sprint out and sprint left. All right, so this is going to be the second play that we're working towards. These are the only plays we're going to run, sprint right, sprint left. So you can see now we're going to take that safety and we're going to move them up here on the edge. So now our running back is going to attack the edge and block X. Our guard and tackle are still going to drive right, drive left. Our wide receiver is going to run 5 yards and out. And our quarterback is going to continue to sprint out and throw the football. That's what we're working towards. So they should be able to run both those plays. And again, you guys standing there in front will ensure those guys know what's going on. And the extra counselor should be back here behind the running back to ensure they understand how to do things and reminding that, and also with the extra players. The extra players will rotate in. We'll rotate them in. So let's show you how this turns out for Friday and what we're going to be doing Friday. So practice day 3. Here we go. All right, so what's going to happen is we're going to warm up, and then we're going to get in here, and you guys are going to position evaluate. So we're going to get 10 minutes. You're going to take every kid through the offensive line drills. We're going to drive, block, right, and left. And we're going to evaluate those players and figure out which ones should be doing the blocking for the next play. Then we'll rotate. Then the quarterback's going to hand off, work on his handoffs, right? And then sprint out and throw the 5-yard out. So you kind of work on it. Everybody's going to get a chance to do it. Everybody's going to get a chance to do it. But we want to kind of hone in and kind of evaluate those guys as they do it. So we'll have the quarterback do a handoff, just open up handoff. Again, you all will be the center, snapping the ball to the quarterback. He'll open up, run the ball through, okay? And then we'll have him sprint out. Okay, then we're going to have taking the handoff as a running back. We'll evaluate those guys, and then we're blocking on the edge, right? Simulating both the plays we just talked about. And then stalk blocking the safety and the 5-yard out for the wide receivers. Can everybody understand what's going on there? Then what we're going to do is we're going to organize to position groups. We're going to make decisions on which kids are going to be where. All right? And again, that includes the extra kids. So the quarterbacks, Gage will have the quarterbacks making sure they understand how to do the handoff and fake the sprint, and then do the sprint out to throw. So he's got to make sure they get that done. Malachi and David Alquist will be the running backs. They're going to make sure their running back gets the opportunity and knows how to take the handoff with the proper hand, redirect on ISO right, ISO left, and then block the edge. Okay, wide receivers. That's Navoria and Desmond. You're going to make sure that guy can run a 5-yard out and can stalk the safety, whoever that is. Again, the kids aren't going to rotate through. At this point, we're going to take those 7 kids and we're going to split them up. You guys are going to have your own field for 20 minutes to have fun with them and make sure they got this stuff squared away. All right? David White, Charles, Aiden, and Jason, you guys are going to make sure that they know how to block right, base left, work the technique. Give them the hand shields. Have fun with them. So here I've laid out the rules and how this works, right? It gives you all the information you need to know how to get covered during that time. And then what happens is I'm going to install the huddle. Cody will install the huddle, talk about how the huddle is going to look. You guys are part of that huddle. We'll end up ready, break, come out. There'll be a ball spotted out there. I'll help spot it. Coach Valentin will help spot it. Cody will help spot it. And then we're going to run these plays. ISO right, ISO left, sprint right, sprint left. All right, so that's what we're going to do. And then what happens is we're going to go into some tackling circuits. We're going to wrap and forklift. We're then going to wrap and drive. So in this case, we're just going to have them stand in a 2-point stance. And then they're going to just wrapping up the bag and forklifting it, right? Wrapping up the bag and forklifting. Then here, we're going to wrap and drive. So we're going to put them in a fit position. We're having them wrapped up. You guys will hold a black hand shield. They're going to be tight to you, head one side to the other, and they're just going to drive their feet. Work on driving their feet. Again, using that agility bag to keep their feet wide. And then we'll gator roll. Same thing, work on that. Then the last 10 minutes, we're going to organize them and put them into like a semi-Oklahoma drill. And when I say semi, we'll have the kids be an offensive blocker, a defensive lineman shedding the block, and a linebacker tackling. And then a running back will be you all. And I'll have you guys run holding hand shields that way you can take the collision and let them tackle you. And, of course, there's a lot of hooping and hollering and exciting stuff that happens there. All right, so that's what's going on. And that's what we're working up to. I hope this helps you guys understand. I hope it puts us all on the same page. And I know Based upon the energy you saw yesterday, we're guaranteed to have a high energy day today. So have some fun, love it all up, love those kids, love each other, and I look forward to seeing you later. I'm out. Boom.